How's the volume of the game versus my volume? Everything seem like good levels to everyone? Okay. Cool, cool.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No, no. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means we're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and
Such an
justice will be
asshole.
restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funis sumus. Can't say I hold a
Don't know
soft
anything about
spot for
Pathologic?
it.
Oh,
I
well, we
can
got just
see
the video
that.
to show you later.
You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
I know that must seem very stilted to anyone not in the know, and must seem like bad acting, but yes, this is the HD version with the redone script. But yeah, to anyone not in the know, that must seem very stilted and almost like really poorly acted. But I trust you, or I trust you. But trust me, it is well worth it. All right, so The Bachelor. The history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have, from time to time, wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among these. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe.
Daniil Dankovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life work, his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Jan and stays at her place till dawn.
We love the vibes of these pre-rendered cutscenes. As of today, my mission... Oops. Where was it? There we go. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. The powers that be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think there was anything useful here to start out. Pretty much just want to go downstairs. If you can find them. Both so decrepit and semi-cozy. Oh, so one thing that's fun is there is actually a VR chat world that is the entire map from Pathologic. So we will have to check that out at some point. There is, yes. Alright, let's talk to Eva here.
I had a feeling you would come.
Did the sounds from outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan, and then something snapped loudly. I fell asleep so quickly I didn't even notice. It's like I fainted. So what sounds are you talking about? I think there are strangers in the backyard, by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. Why do you think they aren't planning anything foul? Our population is so thin. Crime is basically non-existent, especially here in the Stone Yard. Sometimes there are pranks, of course. Fights happen occasionally. People are young here, so they often go out at night. But we're a tight community. And now I hear unfamiliar speech. That's not a good sound. I'll go out and take a look. But I'm in a hurry. I must see this founding father of yours. Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that of a dreadful old man, even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad. But Simon won't go anywhere. He is. He always has been. He always will be, even if the moon were to fall to the ground. Please, stay with me a little longer. Simon is a sorcerer? Did I hear you right? Is that the secret to his longevity? Are you in that much of a hurry? Do come round. The Canes are asleep now. Take your knockabout coat off. Have a rest in my bed. Let me warm your hands. You are so anxious to see Simon, as though your life depended on it. My life. Yes. Now that my laboratory is on the brink of destruction, my whole life's pursuit depends on that remarkable man. If he really has managed to live that long, then his tissues will help me defeat death. Death? So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. Millions of doctors defeated it on certain singular occasions, but my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself, rather than a singular case of death. I don't understand. I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than the whim of the will that had shaped this world? That is the question. So where is the key to my victory? It's not so far. The Canes live at the Crucible, on Bridge Square. But could I please offer you a piece of advice? I need no advice. Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that may be of help to you, if you need it. I'm unlikely to stay here for long, Eva. I will depart after speaking to Simon, with or without him. The music totally gives vibes of this is totally not a horror game. That's where, yes, that is where I recorded the intro. Although it wasn't very animated in the VR chat world, so I basically could have gotten away with just using a still image. Is everyone like that? As in, like, just weird in dialogue? Yeah, the dialogue in this game is very, yeah, the dialogue is weird. The dialogue is weird, but it's something that I enjoy, and hopefully y'all will enjoy it as well. Halt! I'm gonna have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting. The time and the place. It's non-essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle and stumble upon the prompt box. That would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree? You're going to have to teach me? Aren't you forgetting your manners? My manners? There are different manners of life and thought, none of them mine. If everything goes awry, you'll get a chance to witness each of them. That is something you should probably try to avoid. As for now, please forgive my rudeness. I'm in a special position here, and so I have the right to be blunt sometimes. And who are you? An actor in a tragic mime show. That's unimportant. Will you listen to me or not? I am listening. Time flies by. It can't be stopped or turned back. Nights follow days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. And so? And so it makes sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find the people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. as it always has been. Indeed. Still, it's best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound-to-stand-out people, and don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. And why is that? This world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see, for it is a mirror. Wouldn't you agree? And so a bad reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. For example, need I describe? You've got vivid imagination. Everything changes, from mystical aspects to mundane things like the people you need treating you badly. How many enemies you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are. Lots of things. A sorry prospect. So how do I maintain my reputation? Really? How is that even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not betray. Do not steal. Do not covet. Do not be an asshole. Do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor, or even a person who lives quite far away, can help in a dire situation. I see. Really? Good for you, then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mask. I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives, and don't put too much stock into another's words, mine included. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived. Yet he who trusts no one is deluded. I know that from experience. Venerable Bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a minute. This conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogues, at least during the important ones, and our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play, after all, don't you? Play? What are you talking about, Mask Man? I'm neither a gambler nor an actor. Of course you aren't. You are a living, breathing man, as is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and diseases. You're so lifelike. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest, and to make mistakes. The latter being the most definitive proof of my... No, I don't. Not me. If I may, I would like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress, but was diagnosed with starvation. It happens. I can testify to that as a doctor. Need I remind a wise man like you of the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops, and shops can be found in ordinary houses that are marked with specific signs. Sleep, however, is more complicated. People only sleep in beds, and only in private residences around here. I'm sorry, but that's just how our world is. Yes, the world is unjust. And quite silly, if you forgive me for saying so. Speaking of commerce, different shops sell similar items at different prices. Make sure you don't get cheated. People can be quite brazen around here. You can also barter with the folk out in the street. Some things may be nothing more than trinkets to you, but others would be willing to part with their life's blood for them. Blood? Yes, blood! It's not my place to lecture you, but if, following your Hippocratic oath, you ever consider easing someone else's pain, feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You will see their pain receding before your very eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they? Or when they're close to their ultimate rest. Still, helping the hopeless will grant you a good reputation. You will be seen as a benefactor, willing to part with a precious sleeping drop or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Anything else? No, not yet. Show me the way to Simon's house. Turn left now, then walk along the alley, and you will see a cathedral and 3 mansions across Bridge Square. Simon lives in the one that is closest to the river. Yes, the dialogue is so amazing. Good morals and luck are great help in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. Sorry, I can't help feasting my eyes on your outfit. Who was the mad tailor? Anyway, these were the guys that Evo was worried about. Also, can I just say how much I love the music in this game? What do you want? This ain't your business. What is this creature? An odong, duh. That's what all them cattle breeders look like. Crude and unshapely and unfinished, don't you know? Wherever you came from. An intruder, huh? Yes, I'm a visitor in this town. Who could have thought it's home to such creatures? The worm feels sick. Head packed. Blood boiling. Belly freezing. Let the worm warm up. Let him take a rest. Don't touch us, we're dangerous. Whoa, that's some stench, you animal. How on earth do you even live like that? Danielle is such an asshole. Anyway, suppose we should actually move towards our objective. And by move towards our objective, I mean go here and look through the trash. Oh, hell yeah. Empty bottle. Oh, the vibes are so on point. The vent. Also, one thing that's absolutely fucking amazing is this game actually has mixed input support, which is something you can't say about a lot of modern games. Oh, 5-stream watch streak. Nice, Luke. But yeah, you're gonna see me taking a lot of detours to loot garbage. It is very important to do that in this game. Ooh, 2 bottles. Let's see, is it...
Tell me what you want, and I will tell you who you are. I'm too old. Nothing can harm me anymore.
Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you are experiencing, and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my consanguineous brother, the creator, keeper, and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. Damn it! Why did it have to happen just before I arrived? Right as I found the chance to prevail. Precisely. Why did it have to happen just before your arrival? Are you asking yourself the same question? I hope you don't see any connection between my arrival and the murder. In fact, I do see a connection. However, do not mistake it for a thought that it was you who murdered him. What do you know? My brother was murdered last night, under the strangest of circumstances. But for all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Has it occurred to you that your brother could have died a natural death? It won't be easy for you to accept it as fact, but this fact is not subject to debate. My brother could under no circumstances have died a natural death. And are you implying you can prove that? I'd rather not waste our time explaining the entire situation to you, even if it helps me substantiate the claims that you are justified to see as an extraordinary. My dear doctor, I cannot imagine what kind of infernal aptitude the killer of Simon Kane must have. But Simon could not have died a natural death, so murder is the only feasible explanation. I do not doubt that your brother could fight death like no other, but there was not and could not be an immortal man. The physiological paradox is obvious, I grant you, and I am not going to try persuading you otherwise. I am not a strong player in the field of academic debate, but I repeat, under no circumstances could my brother die a natural death. Immortality is the greatest secret humanity is forbidden to possess. Still, my brother managed to break the seal that locked it away from everyone else. Well, fine. In any case, I came here to see a mystery, not a person. I am willing to sell my soul to you if you help me reveal it. How can I help? I will tell you who my brother was, and who he has become, if you find his murderer. For now, let me bring up the fact that Simon lived 157 years without being susceptible to any kind of disease. No influenza, no pneumonia, no hemorrhage, no organ failures or malignant growths have ever plagued him. To find the murderer? An unusual request. Or was it my colleague Isidore that recommended me as a skilled investigator? Isidore has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using uncontestable powers to further its own intentions. What do you think? I'm no fatalist. It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Why do you speak the word fate with such disgust? I prefer the word time, in a fatalistic sense of the notion, of course. So Simon wasn't aware I would come. Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. So you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn. But why? Oh, okay. It's running an ad, so I'll probably pause for a second. Sorry to those of you who are who are subbed and don't have to put up with it anyway, but yeah, I want people to hear all the dialogue. If an ad were running when I wasn't in the middle of a if the ad weren't running in the middle of dialogue, I would just like let it miss the just walking through. That's fine. I wouldn't like pause my walking, but I do want to pause dialogue so that people who have to see the ads will be able to, you know, hear all the dialogue. Alrighty. So you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn. But why? Yeah, it is a very weird and interesting conversation. This game has a lot of those. In fact, I would say that it's the main appeal of the game, is just the dialogue. Welcome back, Mizu. To grant you victory over death, was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. If that is indeed so, I feel obliged. Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother Victor, who is in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. Indeed, it seems there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder can just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Dankovsky. I will help you in every way I can. I love he's making someone else's death about himself to that person's brother. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? So yeah, if you haven't gathered it already, we're basically playing as a villain protagonist. And I'm gonna try to lean into that while still getting the best ending that I can. I am convinced that if there is anyone at all that can help us solve this puzzle, then it is you. This mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. How do you plan to look for the murderer? We will take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. Fine. I'm fine with this course of action. Okay, so a couple more places to check. I will go ahead and visit the building in the back here. Because I don't remember if you get anything for visiting this person next. But she is marked on the map, so...
The Saburov's wait is over.
You resemble an
You've
adventurer
always
rather
wanted
than a
an
doctor.
heir.
Sorry, Maria, I thought you were done. Appearances can be deceiving. I saw you in a dream. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all by the throat. Cruel words, but also honest. What's so bad about it anyway? The strong manipulate the weak when they want to. Then it is all in my
I
hands.
often feel like someone's looking at us from the other side.
Now listen closely. The time for collusion, secrets, and alliances has come. I am going to ask something of you. I am not used to that. I'm used to holding the reins, but you are not harnessed. So it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. Yes, you'd better be polite. I don't take kindly to orders. I'm a creature of liberty. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I'm truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. No need to kneel. What did you want to talk about? Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon their number will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them dies, there will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. Who are these people? That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be, but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I will give you a list of those I know of. These people are bound to you. Bound? There is a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They are standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into the realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose, without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make the leap in one way or another. That's why we call them simply the Bound. But how is their fate bound to mine? Did you say my victory depended on them? How? I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet. The future is not as clear to me as I would prefer, but I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess from the pulse of the precise knowledge devoid of words and images. These people are bound to you. Your lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. You sound delusional. I'm sorry, but your uncle's death has messed with your head. You need to come to your senses. Ah, yes. You haven't been told, have you? It didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present. This fact offers your words a different degree of authenticity. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of the people I name to you? Answer me, before going back to Eva. How do you know that Eva asked me to come back? I know Eva. She wants to safeguard you from my nocturnal intrigues, doesn't she? She strives to touch the mysteries of our family, to learn the game we're playing. Well, talk to her. Perhaps you two will manage to uncover some bits and pieces of the Kane's dark conspiracy against humanity. But you haven't given me an answer. What will it be? I will do as you ask, Maria. My honor bids me to. And you'd be better off not giving me cheek. You won't like me when I'm angry. He's such an asshole. Whatever happens, these people must live. Their fates are bound to mine. They may well hold the keys to my victory in their hands. Georgie Kane, Victor Kane, Andre Stamatin, Peter Stamatin, Maria Cana, Eva Yan, and Mark Immortel. Gotta make sure these guys are okay. Damn, there goes another hour. Yep, that's how you find out you're bound. Oh. These guys are back. I'm tempted to bind like quick save and quick load to some of my buttons on my controller. The town is small and rather unexceptional, isn't it? But there are all kinds of people here. The simple folk, and the more remarkable ones. The former will tell you more than they know. The latter know way more than they're ever going to let out. Keep a close eye on them. Your victory depends on it. And who are these remarkable people? There are 20-something of them, easily distinguished by their lodgings or their presence. They're called many names: the bound, the fated, the adherents, the Gobos Tagler, the town circle. Simon preferred their company to any other. Is that a sect or something? No, there used to be a pagan game called Tagler, a roundelay of sorts. A Tagler means a kin circle, and a Gobo is a character from a local epic. And so the people that Simon was interested in the most are called the Gobos Tagular. Or Tagler. I fucking say it wrong again. Some of them don't even know one another. How did Simon choose them? Because it is they that will decide the fate of this town. Don't be distracted by the fact that some of them look insignificant or disreputable. They will earn their worth. You just give them time. They are the most important joints of this town. Why are you telling me all this? Each day, one of them will try death by the tooth. Each will put their life at risk, and each one that dies is important. Some of them may take the keys to victory to the grave. Mind that the keys are yours, while the grave is theirs. Others will do the opposite. Don't waste your chance to condemn someone who may get in your way. How do you know what is helpful and what gets in the way? Okay, alright. Dropping you more hints would be cheating. Shutting up now. Allow me to conclude then. Each bound you save will influence the finale of your adventure. Each of them has their own goals and motives. It may so happen that those who seek a different ending survive, and then... well, you've been warned. Okay, I'll take that into account, and we'll be careful. Kind of love all these weird creatures. Yes, they help sell the just disturbing vibe of the town so well. And I mean, I'm obviously biased towards anyone who wears, you know, Plague Doctor Raven-like masks. He's buried them all. So yeah, if y'all haven't figured out already, this game has a lot of dialogue. I'm going to Honestly, it may not be a bad idea for me to pair the game with with doing something else that doesn't require as much talking. But I do enjoy it, so I would like to build up stamina for talking for longer periods of time. But yeah, if you enjoy very dialogue-focused things and a very in-depth, crazy, winding story, you're gonna enjoy this. It definitely has your curiosity? Good, good. There is something in particular we feel the urge to warn you about. When you speak to the bound, please choose your words carefully. Do not worry. You will easily be able to make out what kind of a person is standing before you, an observant man that you are. So use that skill when dealing with the bound. Some of them are indeed worth insulting, whereas others need to be treated with utmost respect. If I ever engage with someone, it won't be for personal gain. Each conversation will bring you a small profit, depending on the outcome, of course. Depending on the outcome? Every line you utter will have consequences. News spreads rapidly around here. If you spoil your reputation in one place, you'll have to reap what you have sown in another. Restore your good name in the south, and you'll receive a warmer welcome in the north. They will heed every word you say, and you'll be rewarded. Good. Well, before I go wandering off that way, I should, because you are on a time limit every single day. So you need to be efficient in clearing the main quest. It requires clever routing, because this is as fast as you can move. It's positively maddening unless you have the patience for it, which thankfully I do. Ah, here we are.
It's like something is pulling my strings.
Victor Kane, the famous Dr. Dankovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane at your service. Daniil Dankovsky at yours. I foresee that the things that have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. What do you mean? I mean the traditions. Games that we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. The people you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please, take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly. I hope we will be able to work in the atmosphere of mutual trust.
I fear that Simon's death is a symbolic event.
Those type of time limits trigger your panic. Yeah, this game is intended to be a stressful experience while having some of the most seemingly mundane gameplay as possible. It is an acquired taste, and it is absolutely understandable to anyone who does not want to play something like this. Like, it is part of the reason why I think it's a good game to stream, is because I do have the patience for this game's absolute bullshit, which makes it feel good to be able to share that with people who don't. Or, you know, showcase the game and its positives to people who may want to try it for themselves. But yeah, this game is a really satisfying, fun, memorable experience. But to call it fun, well, it's really not a game that's trying to be fun. It wants to kick you in the teeth, but in a very different kind of way than something like Dark Souls. Does the time tick when you're in dialogue? Only when you're moving through the world. Time does stop during dialogue, which is good. It's the one time where you get a breather. Yes, experience it vicariously through a masochist. How can I help you? Georgie has told me everything, which is to say he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. There are so many good lines. I love this one so much. Georgie has told me everything, which is to say he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. The Bachelor has such amazing dialogue. So you have agreed to help us. I have. May I ask why? Oh, some of these are good. Say, I want to solve a puzzle. I even like having so little information. It's a challenge to my intellect. That one's kind of tempting because it definitely sounds like something he would say. But I think this one kind of fits better. We share a tragedy. I want to exact vengeance upon the one that robbed me and my work of a future. I'm prepared to answer any questions you have. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home. Then, an hour later, he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus and received no one. He told us not to approach the Focus and to fast for a week, partaking of neither meat nor water. Then, in the morning, he was found dead. How was he found? The servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the Focus, and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. Heading out for the night? Alrighty, have a good night, and thank you. What's this Focus place? It's hard to explain. It's his study, if you will. An extraordinarily spacious creative laboratory. Almost perfectly sealed off, except for the door that was visible at all times, metaphorically speaking. I don't understand. It's like an equation, or a mirror puzzle. Anyway, the murderer could not have been hiding there. Take my word for it. Well, Simon did get in there somehow. He could perform far more impressive feats. There's a reason why the whole town revered him. Tell me honestly, dear Victor, did Simon exist at all? Bravo, Doctor. There is indeed a spark of genius to you. Alas, yes. Yes, he did. Alas? It's not that I would benefit from his death. Alas, that would be too simple an explanation. Simon well and truly did exist. That is exactly what's left everyone in disarray. It was so hard for them to accept his existence that the thought of his demise is now driving them mad. You're all his heirs. Wouldn't you all benefit from his death? Didn't the old man rather overstay his... I don't think it's a smart one. Fair enough. What do you want from me, then? Just take a look around. Trust your intuition. Do whatever you like. Speak to whoever you feel the need to. Look for the murderer, Doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking till the last breath. I am sure your rational thinking will help you. So Isidore is the only lead. How can I find him? I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I will be careful. So that's a bit of a walk from here. Fortunately, there's some things that we can do along the way. There's going to be a lot of walks in this game. And you'll see me saving a lot. This is a game that will require some degree of save scumming. But it's actually fun, I swear. Oh, garbage. Give me the garbage. This place looks so creepy and depressing. It is. I love it so much. So one thing that's nice, we can steal some bread and milk from this grave here. Thank H-Bomb for that. He left it for us. Yeah, it's not like they were gonna eat it. True. Might go take a look at what's in this shop here. There is some extremely useful stuff that you can get from bartering. And a few things we'll want to have money to keep an eye out for, and certain kinds of junk items. How nice of him. Shame it's really old because of how long he's been stuck in America. Imagine being stuck in America. Okay, I have a decent amount of money, so I think I will buy that. Needles are very useful. Also, get used to the sound of just random dog barking really loudly, because that's just an ambient sound in this game that plays all the time. It's just another test of your patience. You're at least an American, but that's not much of an upside. No. Not anymore. I mean, it never really was a great thing to be, but especially not great lately. Hello, drunk. Oh, how ferocious Mother Nature is, for 'tis her wrath that has to be withstood. Oh, friend, if only I could wet my whistle, I'd gladly give you anything on earth in exchange for a gulp of chilly spring water. How about we barter? You'll have your water and I'll have bandages. He doesn't have anything. Well, I don't have enough water anyway. Can I re-roll my spawn point? Yeah, I feel that. Oh yeah, the town drunks have just an amazing face. Damn, there is not a lot of garbage for me today. Anyway, something cheeky I'm gonna be doing is you'll probably notice me, buying lots of food. Like, honestly, I think I'm just gonna buy everything here. It's a lot of my money, but, I think it's worth it. Lots of delicious eggs. Oh, you better believe I'm gonna buy up all the delicious eggs that I find. I really should get that Discord together, sometime. I think it'd be a good thing to do. It'd be good for discussing things. Why buy eggs when you can make... I don't make eggs, not very often. Don't really have the right parts most of the time. Oh my god, it's already almost time for another ad break. Not much of a custard factory. Oh my god. Y'all are terrible. Give me that needle. Had a cursed realization? Oh no. What would that be? I may go ahead and run the ad while it's while we're just walking around. Because we're going to be in dialogue soon. Okay, cool. Yeah, because we're about to be in dialogue soon, and I didn't want it to interrupt the dialogue. Oh my god. Bark, 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 bark. Pretty sure we have to walk, like, through, Oh, I might be able to actually barter with one of these guys now. Why are you just... Alright, sir. I'm gonna keep walking. Alright, so now we have a bandage, just in case we get injured. Yet just casually, like, squatting in the middle of the fucking street. Yeah, I don't really need any of that. Prior to your kitsunification being a dragon fox, it was canonical that you produce both milk and eggs. Yeah, my birds and dragons all have booba just because I like booba. I don't care if it defies certain folks' types of furry logic. I like it, so it's the way I want to do it. What was that? Was that a drapery? I'm good. I don't need anything like that at this point in the game. Yes, booba is good. Yeah, like, there are a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, there are some people out there who are very insistent that birds, dragons, lizards should not have boobs because it doesn't make sense because they're not mammals. And I find it very funny just how hung up people get on that. Like, sometimes it doesn't have to be that deep. Maybe you just like the design. Maybe you just like having booba. I only get hung up on it for your own character designs. And that's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with people, like, choosing that for their designs. Or, it's just when you, like, go up to other people's designs that it gets weird. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Is this a bad dream or something? Can someone wake me up, please? Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make incisions, because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too, and this is merely the beginning. What makes you two think the two cases are connected? Well, who would have the heart to attack such men? If you asked me yesterday, I'd have told you no one would dare inflict such an ugly wound on this town. But if there is someone, it has to be just that. Someone. Although it looks fishy if you ask me. That thing was no man. That's what I think. Explain yourself. See, this murderer's deal is all mysterious. There was a talon struck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow. Good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned step walker. And the dust was all covered in hoof steps and, like, traces of a sharp bone, I guess? As if someone was using a walking stick round there. I'm telling you, it's her, the Shabnakadir, the clay man-eater. Alright, enough of this. Is there a person of a simpler mind assigned to work with the case? We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Saburov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected. For it is they that's been responsible for maintaining the worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. Just take that road up there and get to the Cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. You should have said so from the start. Now, there is something around here that I found in my first playthrough that, not even H-Bomb knew about, that I'm quite inclined to try and find. Rip that girl. I'll take those. And I'll take that. So yeah, you can get a gun on the first day if you know where to look. Yeah, I think we just witnessed a lynching. America's speedrun. I don't know what time it is. Okay, still only 9:12. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, because you can very easily miss that if you're not looking around for it. The game's not totally unforgiving. No, it's, you are very, like, just amazingly well rewarded just for game knowledge. Not totally unforgiving, just mostly. Yeah, that's accurate.
No, I can't stand it much longer.
So I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. Do you think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in high regard? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to, sir? I am a ruler. Astrology can be very curious, but I cannot allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to factual circumstances. Would you agree? Definitely.
This Haruspex is trying to prove his innocence. It's a no-go.
So you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet with him first and foremost. But now it turns out that he's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least, that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. There is absolutely no need. As of now, total impartiality is my motto.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
Okay, I guess I had to, You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learnt, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. Wait, how did you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, Bachelor? No. Well, you should get to know my wife then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters first and foremost. Rationalists. She's got something to say to you, by the way. So your wife called out Isidore's son, specifically? Not specifically, no. But it adds up, and the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder, too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidore's house. That's not enough. I'll have to take the investigation into my own hands. Is there anyone who can be of help to me? Apart from your wife. There are a few very good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here. There are very few good analysts in our town, I mean. Except for one Yulia Lioricheva. Perhaps a most level-headed and reasonable person. The only person to remain skeptical about Katerina's talents, too. Without a shadow of doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. Exactly the person I need. Alright, so we gotta backtrack a little bit over there. I'm gonna head back around this way. I think we might have passed a food store that we should have stopped at. Huh. We know all about you. Aren't you a lively gal? Shall we barter, perhaps? I don't think I'll be needing shotgun shells anytime soon. Also, yes, you buy ammo off the children. Oh, that's not the right door. I was just about to say, what's little Susie doing with some buckshot? Oh, she collects them just for fun. I've not been finding a satisfactory amount of garbage today. Might walk around this way because it's a ever so slightly different route where I can hit up another store or two, maybe. Is this the same one? No, that's a lockpick. That's a little tempting, but there's other things that I can get for the needles. I just think they're neat. If you want. Now self-deprecating of my chat. Ooh, revolver ammo. That I do want. Yes, spat her with the newspaper. Oh, I should be going this way. Andra, not you too. There is no okay, your reward for winning the contest is What's something you both would hate? Your reward for winning the contest is you have to say 1,000 nice things about yourself. Oh, there's the child. Oh, damn, he's got all kinds of shit. It's like a horror game. It has definitely horror-ish vibes for sure. I swear to God if she has the thing and I don't have enough for it. No, she doesn't have anything that useful. Can they be self-deprecatingly nice things? Sure. I want more garbage. Every time that bell sounds, you just get an anxious feeling of, am I am I getting there fast enough?
I'm afraid it's natural. Simon was doomed.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now, I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? It happens when people are tired. You probably haven't slept for a while, have you? Oh no. Herba tavernae is in blossom, I grant you, but it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It is just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide. Everyone has that ability. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Let me elucidate. A single word someone utters may precipitate the birth of their own murderer. This line of philosophizing is barely an intellectual novelty, and is particularly relevant in our neck of the woods. I sometimes feel like I could touch the notions of cause and effect with the tips of my fingers. But I am now being tedious, I reckon. I'm sorry to say, but yes, you are a bit tedious.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
So, you have traveled all the way here, only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit was not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon, and I wanted to ask for your help. Saburov told me that you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. I am certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnak Adir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion, in a chamber with some peculiar name. Okay. Kids, can you lighten up a bit? I know we're playing Pathologic, but I don't know. The self-deprecating is getting a bit much for me. Thank you. In any case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned. By the Canes, I would have thought. but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poisoned? How did you arrive at this conclusion? I don't believe you understand what "he died in focus" really implies. Do you know what the Canes refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kinds of innuendos are their forte. Well, what is this focus, then? The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by the mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather, within him, since no physical object may be brought into a focus either. How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a Kunststück that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside. A curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? That's why I'm trying to trace Isidore's steps. I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though. Was Isidore seen with Saburov by any chance? I don't know, but Savarov interpreted his coming as an omen of upcoming unrest among the workers. Alright, let me suggest then, that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In any case, either of the Olgimsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Barak was one of their own men. Really? Definitely, the Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Olgimsky family. If Isidore's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly relayed it to Vlad. So do make sure to pay a visit to the Lump. That's the name of the Olgimsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you? Oh, I'm gonna have to get used to speaking so much. We're definitely only gonna be able to do the first day in this stream. This game is good. Like, it's getting my gears turned trying to figure it out, even though I know I'll likely be wrong in the end. Yes, it is. Thank you, I very much need to hydrate. I also need to hydrate my eyes. If I can find my eye drops anywhere. Ah. Can't see with raisins. Yes, exactly. Unfortunately, I am very ADHD and tend to forget to place things in their proper spots. And now I can't find my eye drops. Oh, there's some. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have, like, at least 3 different things of eye drops by my desk. So as long as I find one of them, I'm fine. It's the same principle as keeping shulkers full of every possible build material in my end chest in Minecraft, where, like, I just have multiple different, like, eye drops, deodorants, stuff like that, just lying around, like, backup wrist braces, because I know at any given time I'm not going to know where all of those things are. But yeah, I'm glad y'all are interested, because this is gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see what the viewership is like for this game, because I can see it going either way, whether or not it could be a fun game to watch. Like, you would have to be interested in the dialogue and the story. Now, granted, there is going to be a lot of time when we're walking from place to place that I'll be able to just, like, talk with chat and kind of have it be a chill experience, but that is going to be broken up with a lot of me reading dialogue. It definitely helps that the music from this game is so heckin' good. How much do I have of the waters? Looks like I only got one. That's unfortunate. God, I just love the vibes. You did a very good job emulating the writing style there, Kendra. I suppose I should actually read the comment because you put so much work into it. Proper spots. You speak as though each item in the world has its own predestined location within space. But this is the merest fiction, spun out by the pernicious actors known as neurotypicals, though I will grant the inability to retrieve them easily is enviable enough. Colon V. Alright, what can I sell? $330 for that. Vegetables. I really don't see myself needing the morphine for a while. Canva, did you secretly write Pathologic? Yeah. Why no? I merely spent the better part of my life dissociating into fiction constructed for sequences of words and letters. One requires a certain knack. Knack 3 confirmed. I'm trying to decide. Well, honestly, maybe I part with the bandage. There's a part of me that's genuinely tempted to sell the gun. How much do I need for it? 330? Okay. Yeah, that seems worth it. I have no money left, but that's fine. Oh, damn, it's already almost time for another ad. What do you have? Miradorm. I should probably hold on to the... As nice as it would be to get that, I feel like I oughta... Yeah, I don't know. To me, it feels like the ads are more frequent because it's only been 2.5 hours, but I don't know. Maybe I need to look at the settings. Maybe they changed it so that they have to play more frequently. That would suck. It's kind of tempting, but I want to have enough needles just in case she has a, Schmouder later. But, I don't know. I can sell that for a good amount of money, which could be useful for getting other things. Yeah, Twitch would do that. Well, since it's going to play an ad anyway, I'm going to take a very slight detour. And pick up some garbage by the theater. Oh, good. Lockpick is honestly tempting. But I don't really think I'm going to need one of those for a while. This particular song is so good, but it takes it a little while to really kick in. Oh, I need you. Oh wait, no, I don't have the water yet. Just have the bottles. But yeah, you can pick up water bottles and then fill them and trade them with the town drunks to get bandages, which will be very helpful later. Oh, good. I can actually get water from that. I like how it's specifically like waiting to start the ad until I get to the fucking Old Gimski mansion. Like, it's gonna start as soon as I walk in the... Okay, there it goes. Good. Okay, just in time. You know, that'd be a fun one for a redeem, is Gore going, just in time, and then throwing Samus's ship at her. Oh shit, another hour already?
No, I won't believe in some earthen killer.
Ah, Bachelor Dankovsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. Have you taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. But curious, and what is the current state of your industry? Come now, it's a complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such a colossus. See where I'm getting at, emissary? It would be pointless to object. I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special. Very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. You are probably right.
I can't breathe. Not enough air.
Wonder if you could get the model and do one of those throw objects at VTuber things. That'd be fun. That could be funny. I might have to look into that. Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my... sorry, hold on, I'm getting a phone call real quick. Must be important. Okay. Sorry about that. Max needed something from me. Yeah, everything's fine. Let you throw pizza at me. Yeah, of course. Also, yeah, it looks like it is actually still only every 30 minutes. It's just that time is kind of going by faster than it seems. Like, it feels like not too much has happened and not too much time has passed, but it's just taking a really long time to read all the dialogue. Like, we are already almost 3 hours into the stream, and we're not even halfway done with day one. It's probably going to end up being like a 1 or 2 days per stream kind of thing. Yeah, like that's how engaging this is. It is just an amazing way to lose yourself in a world. So it's fun for me to get to share this with y'all. Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague, Isidore Barak. About the manner of his death, to be precise. What are you implying? What is this manner you are talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a step demon, a shabnak, a deer? There was that thingy, a talon they fished out from the wound. Right, a demon. Why didn't I think of it straight away? It was so obvious! No need to put on airs. Like you know life. Scarcely off the train and full of scorn already. Oh, I know these big city manners full well. Yet the capital is 1,000 versts away, as is any other decently civilized place, if you catch my drift. And you didn't let me finish. All right, I apologize for the sarcasm. Is your money where your mouth is, though? It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. A scoffer if I've ever seen one. And now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're in the steppe now, esteemed sir. Eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance and bulls talk. Does he know the steppe well, that son of yours? He rubs elbows with the rabble, the butchers, odonga, shepherds and gatherers, learns their tongue, collects their legends. He doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare to come visit him within the premises of the town. If you see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. What's wrong with visiting him within the premises of the town? They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a steppe person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So what of your son? Perhaps he could tell me more about this creature. Hold your horses! You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you'll have nothing to talk about. He's not here. Thankfully, I don't want you two to meet. You heard me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. Yes, undoubtedly. This person is so open-minded and not xenophobic at all. Yep. Immediate denial. That's totally not suspicious. No, not at all. Yeah, so something I actually missed my first time. Yeah. That guy. I was actually clueless. I didn't know what to do, because I didn't see him. I think I just kind of like immediately left and walked that way. But, blow. Yeah, so we're just gonna follow him. This is a very important area because there's just so much garbage to grab. This guy looks like a nice guy, just got the proportions, you know. Oh. I didn't realize he runs after you. I'd really rather not fight him.
We promise according to our hopes. We perform according to our fears.
You found me here? Oh, well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact that everyone knows about you, either. The rumor of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come? I've come for sightseeing. There was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen. The children were playing in the mud as usual, but they suddenly ran away from the sandbox, and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. However, none of them were wounded. Neither were any of them surprised. What's the solution to the puzzle? When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there, only sticks and stones. What do you make of it? Your children play peculiar games. Nice to meet a person of a skeptical mind. I am Vladislav Olgimsky, the younger one, of course. And you are, of course, Daniil Dankovsky. Nice to meet you.
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
Bachelor, I have news for you that should prove to be of interest. You seem to be looking for the killer, right? You're mistaken. I am not looking for any killers. Seems like I was misled. I apologize. If you find yourself interested in the future, do keep in mind that I have a clue. Perhaps I'm interested already. Please tell me. I'll have to briefly explain a few things to you. Have you already been told what the termitary is? Ah, yes, I too played with blood in my younger years. I would like to hear you describe it. The termitary is a huge bunkhouse where the Bull Project workers live, although living is the wrong term for it. They nest. They're nesting as a commune with a rather simple way of life. It could, without reservation, be called savage. What is the Bull Project? It is the whole industrial system of the town, from the abattoir to the goods station. Would you care to listen as to why I wanted to see you in the first place? Very much so. Please go ahead. Let's get to the point, then. A case of pointless, aimless unrest has occurred in that hive mind's nest. The workers there are prone to lashing out from time to time like beasts frightened by a storm. They rage, they howl, they gnaw at one another. An unsightly image of a mass uprising. What does this have to do with Simon's murder? Riots occurred in the termitary several times before. The mob goes crazy for a few days. Then they calm down just as unexpectedly. All of them at once. The sudden calm is just as void of reason as the unrest that had set them agog previously. Having a certain experience with the kin, we simply block the entrance to this zoo off until the riot defeats itself. And we usually lock them up beforehand. The evidence of an upcoming outbreak of mass lunacy becomes obvious in advance, and the termitary's Father Superior informs us of it. But Father Taichik has recently passed. A curious coincidence, don't you think? Mass anarchy. Anyway, a member of the kin managed to run off into the town while we were busy taking measures. You return with garlic bread? Well, we followed the worm to this guy, and now we're talking with him about the termitary. How did he die? How should I know? A disease, most likely. Or an accident or something. That is beside the subject at hand. What is the subject, then? I think you and I can help each other, Doctor. You are looking for the killer, and I'm sure it was a runaway butcher. The title of a half-man suits him very nicely. The Kanes claim that Simon had not been killed by a human hand, don't they? And our family doesn't need unnecessary unrest in town. This butcher can babble devil knows what. His mind is most likely clouded with insane ideas. So you'd rather he kept mum about what is happening inside. You are correct. They barely know how to speak, but that only makes it worse. Half men, half beasts. If they start preaching, you feel as though you've encountered a doomsayer. I need this butcher to disappear. Hand him over to the Kanes, or simply kill him if the beast attacks you. The reward will be hefty. Did the worm give you the herbs? No, he did not give me herbs, but he did try to punch me. Very well. I'll look into this. Where can I find him? He is most likely being harbored in a suspicious house. That's in the crude sprawl. Yes, my father is a man of rather hard-handed disposition, and quick-tempered to boot. If he finds out the crude sprawl is concealing a fugitive, he will make a mess. Pointless brutality serves no one. I'm looking for peace rather than blood, I'm telling you. I'll do my best to make sure you're right. Show me the house. The soft ascending and descending wail of the background music gives such a feeling that I don't even know the word for. Yes, it is.
Interest speaks all sorts of tongues and plays all kinds of characters, even that of disinterest.
The music in this game sets the mood so goddamn well. See how it all turns out. I used to keep this place secret, but all these secrets seem so childish now. Vlad, now tell me, did Isidore visit you last night? Tell me the truth, please. Yes, Isidore did pay me a visit, but don't ask what we talked about. I have no right to share that with you. Right. I'm going to ask you one more question now. Your answer will determine whether you and I become friends or enemies. Well then, I'd rather be your friend. Go ahead. What did you talk about? Tell me the truth, please. Isidore said, note I'm merely retelling it secondhand. He said there's an epidemic in the steppe camps. An outbreak of Tarbagan sickness, perhaps. The plague, that is. Father had issued an order to lock the termitary up to prevent the infection from getting in. And what are you so afraid of that you would conceal this? I don't understand. Ah! God. Fuck you, Lyle. Hi. And what are you so afraid of that you would conceal this? I don't understand. You did the right thing. There is an underlying sensitive family matter here. To cut a long story short, my father would kill me if he found out about this conversation. The unrest in the termitary, you see. You woke up today and chose violence, huh? The unrest in the termitary, you see. Well, I incited it to make father lock it up. He didn't believe Isidore. What do you think was the cause of Simon Kane's death? Especially taking into account the fact that Isidore Barak had been his last visitor. We need to warn Reuben. It's very urgent. He is about to examine Simon as soon as the period of time required by the Kanes passes. But where is he? I have no idea. Where is he staying? I don't know. There was a secret dissecting room in one of the warehouses, but no one knows where exactly. He used to live mostly in the steppe, sometimes sleeping in the termitary or at Lara Ravel's shelter. But he's not there. I know that for sure. He went away to mourn his master. What would you have done if you were him? I'd check every warehouse, of course. Perhaps I'd find something. Alright, so that was a pretty fucking eventful conversation. We got our first side quest here. So... I wasn't paying attention to what got marked on the map. It was probably just this. This has been, this has required significantly more talking than our last game. But I enjoy it. It's good practice. I need to be talking more. Yeah, so that one's gonna be our side quest. Acquiring food. Nice, nice. That's gonna be our side quest. I would like to go do that. Ideally, you want to be able to finish the main quest and all the side quests, because doing the side quests is just very, very helpful. You want to do them both every day if you can. Or all of them. I think it might be 3. Let's see, how are we for time in the day? 11:36. We haven't even... The clock hasn't even struck noon yet. noon o'clock whistle ain't gone off. Didn't realize how long the days are. Yeah, they are quite long. Well, I guess we weren't supposed to find this yet. I know it had mentioned the warehouses, so I kind of just assumed it wanted me to go here. It is possible that it wants me to go back to the Canes, but we're going to go ahead and take care of this side quest first. Excuse me. I believe that's noon. Indeed. Ooh, plenty more garbage. Getting new glasses soon. Yes, yes, get, Oh, you can't? Oh, that's too bad. I love big and round frames, even if they can be surprisingly hard to find. I picked up a flower. Yeah, if you'll notice sometimes, like a box with an item in it will appear in the top left. You just kind of pick shit up as you're playing. This is a very interesting character we're about to meet here. Bachelor's a klepto.
Why is the termitary so loud? What are they celebrating?
Do you know where to find clean water around here? Fresh water must be plentiful in this place. There's a river close by. All the water that comes from the steppe. All that water comes from the steppe, and it isn't exactly clean. Yesterday I inspected all the springs in the area. There seems to be no more clean water around. That salty taste is everywhere. It's reddish in color, and there are disgusting clots in it. So where can I find clean water, then? The townsfolk store clean water in homemade reservoirs. This modest supply should be enough to help us last a little while, but afterwards we'll have to drink that bloody mixture. You are making it up.
Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
What do you want, I wonder? So, you live here, huh? No, I don't. But seriously, what brings you here, Sir Outsider Doctor? You're concealing a killer. Was it Vlad the Younger that dropped you a hint about a killer hiding here? That little spider. He simply respects his father and doesn't want to wash the dirty linen of his family in public. The dirty linen? Do explain. Big Vlad has plugged the termitary up for a reason. The butcher's mumbling is all over the place, but if you listen carefully, you'll make out tales of such horrors that I get shivers all over. Thousands of people have lost their minds all at once. Many have died. Something's brewing inside. Can you lead the runaway out of town? Really? Why? He's entertaining me. And it's dangerous to go out into the steppe anyway. What if his pursuers rip me apart in the streets? What if they think I'm a Shabnakadir? What can you offer me in return for the service? What do you want? I'll ask a small favor from you in 4 days. Don't worry, you won't have to cut your arm off. I will. Fine, take care of the butcher. He'll disappear. Consider him non-existent, but now you must leave. Don't try watching the door. You won't see anything anyway. And tell the Olgimskis thick-headed bloodhounds that they have no business here. I harbor no killers. I forget what I get for settling it this way. I think I don't get anything, but that's okay. Or is it okay? Oh, did I not save since back then? Yeah, we'll just roll it. That's fine. Yeah, I think I basically messed up that quest, but that's okay. I don't really want to just, like, be super save scummy with how I play the game. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go back and talk with the Canes now. I already checked all these ones, didn't I? Yeah. Probably should take a slightly more northern route then, so I hit up some different trash bins. And I walked around a long way and found a dead end. That's fun. Okay, now we're good. But yeah, I'm sure you can imagine how maddening it is to play this completely alone, just walking slowly across the town. I would never be able to tell someone that they're wrong for disliking that, but just something about the atmosphere that is sold here is very satisfying. Just for the juxtaposition. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I get too captivated by the just spirit that they're trying to sell. Damn, another hour already. Bark, 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 bark. Bark. Excuse me, couldn't mute in time. Hearing a lot of barks and borks, but no yips or yaps displeases the Council of Coyotes. Wait, Tanabe is retiring? Wait, seriously? True? Real shit? What the? Oh. We're about to witness a murder. Seriously, if Tanabe is actually retiring, that would be the best fucking news I've gotten all week, and that includes getting put back on meds again. Actually, you know what? I should, like, go block off her path so she gets beaten up. I know this is terrible. A horrible thing to just enable them murdering a woman for no other reason than just that they suspect she's a fucking mythical bogeyman. But, I mean, if she dies, I get to loot her corpse. Yeah, get her, get her, get her. Alright, what she got, what she got, what she got? Die faster. Ooh, that's good stuff. Seriously? Oh my god! Did the backlash work? Did the backlash fucking work? Oh my god, I'm genuinely really excited if that's the case. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but like, man. Oh shit, he's here. Tanabe's announcement comes via interview with magazine Nintendo Dream. States that this to be his final game. Risa Tabata succeeding him. Should another... Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with... Yeah, Risa Tabata sounds like she has a better head on her shoulders than he does, at least from what I remember of her. That's actually so awesome. I hope that's true, because if so, that actually gives me way more hope for the next game. Wow, that's... Oh... Oh, that's good news. That's worth celebrating.
It'll take them a long time to find me here.
Greetings, friend. I heard news of your arrival. Everyone has. Are you here to examine the body as well? My dear colleague, I do hope you haven't touched it yet. I haven't. Is there a problem? Simon's body, wherever it is, poses a dire threat. I suspect he has died of a contagious disease. Are you sure? Well, doesn't matter anyway. It's that thing again. What do you think it is? Judging from what I've found so far, it could be fibrous typhoidea, or plague. I don't believe it. A second outbreak. Wait a second. I need to regain my senses. Are you sure about this? Do you mean what you say? I am, and I do. If it's the sand plague. Master's death was so untimely. If it's the sand plague, we only have a few more days to live. You see, I have no idea how to stop it. No one does. Your mentor has encountered this before? What is the sand plague? I'm only making assumptions. I don't want to believe this. I'd rather have any other plague than this. We have no time to waste. The body must be inspected, isolated, destroyed if necessary. We must take protective measures for that, of course. We need your diagnosis before we can provide reasonable protection. At the moment, you can only buy yellow immunity boosters at the drugstores. They are no good. But I'll try to do something about this. We'll need to take some remedies from Master's old workplace. Did you know he was murdered by his son? An atrocity. His son had nothing to do with this. I presume Isidore was infected by Simon and died of the same disease. Or vice versa. Let us not waste any more time. You're right. Let's make haste. I'll get everything ready for the examination. Meanwhile, let's arrange for the body to be isolated. Kane is keeping it in a cold place. I'll keep you informed. If we act deliberately, and with calm mind, we can prevent this epidemic. Stay strong. I won't leave you on your own. Got your food properly? He explained that because of his age, he realized Metroid Prime 4 might be his last chance to do this, so he decided it would be the first game in the Silex saga. Yeah, that's the one thing that really gets me, is I'm just really not interested in a trilogy or more of games focused around Silex, because he's not an interesting character. I certainly don't care for the backstory they gave him. Wonder if he has anything new to say.
Perhaps old Gimp's...
Nope. Okay. We've identified the killer. Georgia Kane. Okay. Confirm your idea that Silex was shoehorned in? I don't know necessarily that he would have been shoehorned in, because I think he was, like, the main thing that Tanabe wanted the game to be about. But, like, I don't think Retro particularly cared much about him. Clearly they were more interested in writing the Lemorne, which they were fucking right for, because the Lemorne were way more interesting. Yeah, Silex is just a fucking COD villain put in a Metroid game. His backstory is so fucking stupid. Like, did we really need, like, a fucking corrupt general that just fucking kills off his squadron to, like, only get his ass saved by Samus? Like, did we really need that as a Metroid villain? What does that add to the universe? It's so fucking lame and boring. Yeah, that his backstory doesn't say anything about the Federation. It just says this is a character who's a dumb asshole who should have never been in a position of power. Like, there's nothing about him that's interesting or screams Metroid. He feels like a character from another universe plopped into Metroid.
Few people
and they called it a day.
We only endure it, usually from determination.
Yeah, it is literally just a personal vendetta on his own fucking mistake. It's so bad. He is such a badly written character. He adds nothing to Metroid. I have been told of your initial verdict. You assert that Simon Kane was not killed by a human or a Shabnak demon, but died of a natural cause or succumbed to some physical sickness. Is that what you are saying? I wouldn't say he died naturally. He died of a mysterious disease. Microbes are more efficient killers than demons. Is that a hypothesis or a fact supported by evidence? It is a proven fact. What is this proof, then? Show me the body, Judge, and you will have it. The body is in the focus of the crucible. You cannot examine it now, and I mean that it is technically impossible. No one may see the body before a certain period of time passes. Neither Master Reuben, nor you, my dear Bachelor, not even myself. And what am I supposed to do, then? What can I ask of you now? You have come to a conclusion already, have you not? If you haven't, then I urge you to seek out the facts as relentlessly as we do. May Providence help us, if you are right. I will discuss this with your brother. I mean, Victor, obviously. Almost 2 o'clock already.
If we conquer... Perhaps they'll give
Okay,
us...
apparently I didn't actually need to discuss it with Victor. Oh, am I actually done? Was that seriously the whole first day quest? Did I seriously, like, fucking speedrun that shit? Oh yeah, at 9 p.m. In total, Tanabe is credited in more than 150 games, probably more than Tommy Tallarico. Pirates using Phazon and the Federation doing the exact same thing, yeah. I think there's at least one other quest that we can do today. Funny thing is, despite me feeling a bit tired and thinking that I wouldn't be able to do more than one day in a stream, I'm like so sucked in, and now that I'm realizing that we're pretty much done with day one, I'm like, oh, I have to stop now? But it has been almost 4 hours. Max is going to be home soon, and like committing to a second day would probably mean at least another 2.5 hours of stream, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. Prime wanted to set up all the Phazon stuff, and then the Federation yoinked the idea, and it's totally going to turn out fine. Yeah, I kind of wish there was more consequences of them using the Phazon. To be fair, yeah, it is very fucking accurate for a major governing force to do something like that. Don't I know it? Well, even if most of our tasks for the day are pretty much done, there is still probably at least a little bit longer of gameplay. We may yet make it to the 4-hour mark. What's in your pockets, pumpkin? I don't know why that line is so funny to me. I get why it wasn't shown more in the game, but I think the problems they caused with Samus with the PED suit is a good enough illustration of how badly wrong this technology would go if the Phazon hadn't all been blown up. Yeah. They are bad because they aren't using it right without our morals to guide them. Yeah. Trying to remember where I was going before I got distracted by literal garbage. I love My heart is crying for my poor children. How are my dearest doing? Is everything alright? Oh, women's share is hard. The fucking Bachelor can just be like, man's share is harder. Seeking a trash or sees a trash can and turns into a heat-seeking missile. Abso-fucking-lutely.
It is not so dangerous to do wrong to most men as to do them too much good.
You are the person that came to Maria Cana in a dream. I recognized you right away. My name is Lara Ravel, and this is the shelter. You are always welcome here. My name is Daniil Dankovsky. Let's be friends now. I prefer being friends with everyone. You have guests, but your face looks sad. Well, yes, I'm the mistress of this house after all. That doesn't mean I'm a mistress, mind you, not with a capital M. I won't ever become one. But I can also serve people to the best of my ability. Who are the capital M mistresses, then? The mistresses of the town. We call them the Dream Mistresses. Kana, Olgimskaya, and Saburova. Now, after Victoria's and Nina's departure, it's their daughters who are trying to see the future. They are far less impressive than their mothers for now, of course. Maria is probably the best. It's good to see children continuing the life work of their parents. Why are you frowning? I'm just in a melancholic mood. We are way too used to playing the game of tragic predictions. I'm trying to arrange everything back to order. I'd be happy to help you if I can.
There are dark rings under your eyes.
Mistress Olo. I know you're a doctor, a wonderful one at that. A celebrity medic. Everyone in our small town knew that a famous doctor was coming here. I'm very glad you really have, because I want you to do a certain good thing. Can I ask a favor of you? Please do. A few years ago, the child death rate went through the roof here. 6 people died in a week. 10 or so came down with a serious illness. It made us worried, but unfortunately, we couldn't find the cause straight away back then. In the end, it turned out that the children were dying because of a game. What in the world? What kind of a game kills children? They were playing... what did they call it? Well, it was some kind of medical game. They were stealing medicine from the adults and making some diabolical mixture out of it. Then they healed each other with it. Back then, the game just faded into obscurity. But now I've heard they were contemplating doing it again. Someone has already been poisoned. But what can I do? I'm no poisoning specialist. I could do an examination, of course, but... No. It's much simpler. There is a house somewhere in the town, either abandoned or just unoccupied. That's where they play hospital. That's where they store their horrible mixtures. Please, use your standing and your celebrity name to put an end to this game. Capella, Olgimski's daughter, believes that the house will be unlocked today. I'll do my best, of course. Where can I find the house? Capella mentioned it's next to one of the ruins. My friend couldn't hear them properly. Have you seen those stone stairways to heaven? I think you might even be able to see the house you're looking for from Eva Jan's far window. Or from Eva Jan's window. But more importantly, it should be unlocked. Do people around here ever leave their doors unlocked? In exceptional cases or emergencies, yes, we do. But generally, houses are supposed to be locked up, because they're occupied by several families. People aren't that scared of losing their own belongings, but they care about their neighbors. And now that everyone's so afraid of the man-eater, of course everything's locked. In that case, it won't be too hard to find. Alright, let's see if I... Excuse me. Bark, 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 bark. Bark. Sometimes you will just get stuck. No idea who figured out how to throw a bunch of stuff together with soy sauce and some spices and then throw it into a bunch of rice, but they're a genius. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Just a bunch of vegetables, but it's good. Yeah. Dang it, making me want stuff. Somewhere around here, I think. That's not even a door. Oh, there we go. I'll take that. I love free stuff. Cam is being evil. What's she doing? May I inquire as to how you found this place, sir? By accident. Why do you look so funny? We children are funny creatures, half human, half something else. Our inner world is off limits to the adults. You can't see our real faces, just as you can't touch our dreams, which is why we need these scary heads. See how it all works? I see that you are here, and have no idea why that is. We were playing here, rehearsing, actually. Also looking for something. We need it for the game. Nothing special, just some junk. Try again, and try to be honest this time. Well, it can't be fixed now anyway. Alright, I'll tell you. Who knows, perhaps you'll even be of help. The kids are in danger. We've come here to get schmouters, but someone has already looted the cash. Maybe it was Capella's doing? She probably distributed them amongst her minions, the pagan! I don't understand a thing. How is it dangerous? The little ones are playing Epidemic again. They just wanted to get their hands on these damn schmouters so very much. So now we need to catch the kitties, and I mean all the kitties in the town, one by one, and pry these schmouters from their hands. See, the common opinion is that schmouters can cure all kinds of ailments and stuff, but in truth, they're deadly. Why were they produced in the first place, then? An adult will be severely poisoned. They'll be bedridden for a week or so, and that's it. But it spells doom for little kids. How are children supposed to cure themselves, then? Children? All children should come to our polyhedron. They'll be safe there. The polyhedron? The specular tower on the other side of the river. There is no death, no grief, no boredom, and no disease there. That is proven for certain. Only dumbheads leave it voluntarily, if you ask me. You have to be an absolute thick and heartless creature lacking any semblance of imagination to refuse something of the sort. That's some story embroidering, mate. We would have called you to come by to our place, but we can't. No adults allowed. Well, the no children allowed places are more fun anyway. Telling you to be evil. Oh. Should I be concerned? Oh, our exhaustion's gone up. Oh, there it is. So that is a very important item. That is a schmouter. We're probably going to need it later. But I don't think I should explain it right now. Yeah, I'll gladly trade that for a Miradorm. There's a little bit more to it than that kid was letting on, but yes. Lamb Schmouter. Probably not a bad idea to invest in bullets. There's not too much combat in this game, but it's important to be prepared for it when it does happen. Especially because it is quite janky. Very judgy looking kid, yep. Bark, 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 bark. Am I legit stuck? Okay. Oh, I already bought out his stock. Ideally, I would like to buy up even more food for reasons, but I don't really know that I've had that much stuff that I could buy. It's really not a bad loadout for food.
No. A town like this can't give birth to a killer.
Well, I found it. Unfortunately, the cache had already been looted. Oh, the terror. I found one specimen of the schmouters, and I'm going to examine it. Give it to me! I'll throw it into the fire. I'll reimburse you for this loss. No, I'll keep it for myself. Somehow I feel like it may be of use later. It is well worth taking it over whatever the other reward for the quest is. I'm almost sad we weren't able to witness any other murders. That would have come in handy. The kids having ammo is really funny. It's crazy, but a little funny. Yeah. Fuck. No! Oh! Oh! Fuck! There's no way I'm gonna get enough. They very rarely spawn with this as a trade, and there's no way I'm gonna have enough. Oh, that's painful. Oh, that sucks. That's why I was trying to find as much garbage as I could on the first day, just in case that happened. That actually really, really sucks. God damn it. Oh, I swear to God, if this one has one too. I'm quitting the game right now. Okay. I shouldn't have been buying those painkillers. I should have saved every single one I found just in case that happened. But hindsight's 20/20. I knew what I was risking by bartering them off. Yeah, at this point it's pretty much just walking around, maybe trying to hit up a couple extra shops. Because we've done all the side quests, I'm pretty sure. Like, let me double check here. Yeah, we're yeah, pretty much done. So yeah, I'm just gonna probably wander to the other shops, see if I can get any, pick up any more food, and then we'll probably rest and finish out the first day of Pathologic. Oh, this guy's got lots of stuff. Let's see here. I don't think I'll need the gloves. These things are normally quite useful for bartering, but I think on this first day, I don't think it's too important. I would much rather buy up all of this. 30. I'm even gonna sell some of my ammo. But yeah. Want to buy as much food as possible. Gonna hop off for the night? Alrighty. Yeah, I'm probably about to sign off in about 10 minutes anyway. Basically, I just wanted to hit up that store. Have a good night, Mizu. Catch you next time. I'm just gonna loot the rest of these. And then I'll probably wrap up. Although we do have one thing that we gotta showcase as we end it. I'm gonna have so much water to barter with the drunks. Speaking of, I think I see one up there. Get one of those bullets back. Because I would like ammo, just in case. But it was well worth it to sell some of it for some more food. I will take that bandage. I swear. You wouldn't do it to me, would you? Okay, good. I think I can sleep at Vlad's house. Alright, we'll go sleep there, and then we'll check out the one thing that, I want to show off. And then we'll wrap up for the night. Honestly, for a game like this, I'm surprised we got enough, or we got as many viewers as we did.
There's a peculiar... What?
Strange, but you're enjoying it? Yeah, it's honestly a really, really fun game. But the best part of it is, like, the story, which playing without, you know, the rough gameplay, getting to experience it without the rough gameplay is probably the way for most people. Very strange murder, strange people and creatures, plague and more things. Oh yeah. Yeah, we are just getting started. The shit gets crazy. The vibes at night are so off. I know this sounds so unhinged, but I'm genuinely a little disappointed we didn't witness more murders, because the murders on day one can be very fucking helpful with getting geared up. Yeah, we gotta wait till midnight. So yeah, I'll just walk around and pick up some trash. I should actually eat one of my foods. Let's eat a bread. It's funny how the bald guy was like, the bad creatures come and kill people in town as people murder each other occasionally. Yeah. The same energy as fucking burning a witch at the stake, which is exactly what they fucking did. Bread, 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 bread! Bark, 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 bark. But yeah, this is certainly something very different from what we'd been playing. It is very nice getting to play something that is so just different while still having a similar you know, amount of like text and lore to get to experience. Medical insurance rent redacted from post. Oh, preach. God, insurance, such a fucking scam. Now you got me thinking about how the fact that hospitals just charge you fucking fake prices so that insurance companies can, like, tell their bosses that they cut a deal with the hospital. But then if you don't have insurance, you still have to pay the fake inflated price. America's a very normal country. And then Silex pops up out of nowhere. I'm sorry.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
All right, you ready?
Today, the killer was identified. Its nature turned out to be completely unexpected.
The enemy is found and named. It's called the Sand Pest. The contagious plague is threatening to ruin everything here.
How can a killer like this be punished? How can a villain like this be struck?
He can't. It's impossible. By pulling a knife on it, you'll just cut an innocent body.
I think I should go. Nothing to be done here anyway.
You should go. Go then. Wherever you please. Shoo!
So yeah, every time we're definitely gonna have to end on the theater performance because it's a really good recap of the day. Well, usually. That one was kind of bare bones, but it was still fun to watch. Mime play and then there's spoken words. But yeah. So that's the first day of Pathologic. I had a lot of fun sharing the game with y'all, and I am honestly, there's a part of me that wants to jump straight into day 2, but I know that's going to be at least a 2-hour long commitment, and I don't think that's I don't think that's a good idea right now. But I'm like so excited to play more that we'll have to see if I decide to just continue it on Sunday, or if we should just kind of keep it consistent and do it only on Wednesdays. Because I do still have more Mario Sunshine to play. I should probably stick to that for Sunday. Alrighty, thank you all so much for joining me. It was a pleasure. I hope you all have a great night.
Pizza? Pizza? Pizza?
Pizza! Sickness Sunday, oh my god. Sand Plague Sunday. Yes, I will hydrate. Thank you. Oh, that completely broke my Fuck you. Fuck you, Max. Y'all have a good one. Pizza!